Director of Digital Media, Voice of Nigeria, Hajia Sani, has called for the inclusion of women in the process of formatting and implementation of peace resolutions. Sani made the call in a one-day symposium to commemorate the 2023 UN International Day of Peace in Abuja while delivering a speech.
We need to push for more women representation at the assemblies, in CSOs, very high-powered CSOs, at deliberations, and indeed in policy making.
According to her, women should be adequately represented in every facet of policy making, formatting, and implementation of peace processes.
Women bring alternative perspectives to conflict prevention, which is more focused on the grassroots and community levels. Practical steps and initiatives should therefore be adopted, domesticated, and enshrined in our country to propel more active roles for women in all aspects of conflict prevention and post-conflict peace building.
On conflict prevention, Sani said that women from the grassroots need to be empowered, especially because of the alternative perspectives to conflict prevention they bring.
It is recommended that we empower local women and women's groups in areas where conflict is brewing and support their strategies that aim to mitigate armed conflict.
Sani also noted that the best way to enshrine the level of peace needed to make a difference in our society is for education in peace to be taught from primary level in schools.
Include education in peace in all curricula, beginning from the primary school level up to the level of professional training, in order to develop a spirit of and respect for peace in our society. I think this was initiated sometime in 2015. A couple of states have already domesticated that law, but it's not gone as widely as we would want it. It's taught under social studies rather than as a core subject by itself, and that needs to be the reality. Unless and until you groom people from the beginning of their creed into seeing the positives of peace building, of peace reconciliation, of discussing issues, you will not get them to the point where they will respect the rights and the privileges of others. And that needs to be how we reason as a people.
The director of digital media also noted that women in media had a crucial role to play in ensuring that the stories of other women are heard and resonate with the reality on ground. She called for the protection and respect of the platforms of women who perform media duties.
We need to be able to speak to our women and ensure that their stories actually resonate with the audience the way they ought to, because that's the only way that we can promote gender equality and deeper perspectives. One of the recommendations is that we should also ensure that with respect to the women who perform media functions, media duties, either as reporters, editors, producers, photo, audio, video, or multimedia journalists, their platforms notwithstanding, whether it's in the terrestrial platform or on the web platforms, that they are also protected. This is very, very crucial. We've seen several cases of attacks on journalists, especially female journalists, that does not augur well for the work that they do. They are indeed the first line of defense in terms of promoting gender equality and perspective to gender issues.